Hello. Happy evening. It is late. Late. And I've been going since about 4 o'clock this morning. Say hello if you are watching. So I'm coming on to say, dictate the life that you want. And for those who've purchased the book, yay, thank you so much. If you're watching, let me know that you are watching. I was on just a few minutes ago and I had to come off. I had a troll. Hopefully, he won't hop back on again. But I just wanted to say hi and thanks to those who purchased the book, 12 Months to a Better You. As you can see, this is the remnants of my new puppy, because this is my new one that I am working out of. Although I am teaching out of one from 2019. So for those who do not know what this is about, this is the 12 months challenge to a better you. And so for 12 months, I challenge you to do an exercise and a skill that's going to help you become your best self. Every month. It's only 12 skills. Only 12 skills, and so these 12 skills are to be practiced for 30 days for the entire month. Of course, January is 31 days. So for 31 days, and to this month's skill is to dictate the life that you want. What is it that you're wanting? So many people try to do the resolutions, which we know don't work. And so, hello, how are you? And so, if you've know me anytime, I don't believe in resolutions, but I do believe in speaking what you want, working towards your goals, and accomplishing those things. So the challenge is to dictate the life you want. And so every day in the month of January, you are to write down an affirmation. And if you can see, this book is from 2019. This was 2019, and I was doing the challenges myself. Of course, I have done it in 2020, and then this is my 2021 that I'm working on right now. And so it says to call those things that are not as if they were. Call those things that are not as if they were. Dictate the life you want. So many people speak negative things about themselves, about their families, about their life, about their situation. And so, we wonder, why aren't we having money? I never have money. I'm always broke. I can never, every time I get money, it kind of comes and goes. So what are you saying? You never have money. So when you never have money, why are you surprised? You've already spoken those things into existence. Or those who say, I'm never going to get a good man. Every time I get a good man, or every time I get a relationship, he is or she is crazy or full of drama. So then guess what? You're speaking more drama and drama filled relationships in your life. So why are you surprised? I often say, if you go to the restaurant and you order, for instance, a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, when you get a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, you're not surprised because that's what you ordered. But why is it that every time you get money and it goes really fast, you're surprised? Because you've often said, I can't keep any money. Every time I get money, it just goes, or something always happens and I have to use the money. So you are speaking in existence what is happening to you. Say hello if you're watching. And so we're talking about dictating the life that you want. And so every day, we're on day 11. Thank you for those who joined me in this skill and in this challenge. This is the first challenge in the book, 12 Months to a Better You. 12 months challenges to becoming your best self. And so we have 11 challenges to go. We're just on the 11th day of the first challenge. And I've already had so many people contact me, call me and say, oh my gosh, what else can I say about myself? Or what else can I, speak into myself? So what that says to me is you have not been in practice or used to or accustomed to pouring into you, speaking life into you. You don't do that. You possibly, maybe even don't encourage other people. So this is to get you in the habit. We know that if we do anything for 20 something days, and we got to do this for 31 days, anything for a certain amount of time, it becomes habitual, statistics shows us. So as you see, this is something that you would be doing every day, the month of January, every day. And so I have so many people who are saying, oh my gosh, this is so difficult. So that is why it's a challenge. I'm challenging you to continue to speak into your life. So what I said today is I dictate in my life. I am known across the world. I help people overcome domestic violence, toxic relationships, and be their best self. That's what I said today. So yesterday I was really enjoying my life, really enjoying resting, my self-care. And for those who know, who follow me, I'm Dr. Conti. For those who don't know me, I'm Dr. Conti Terrell, founder and president of Fresh Spirit Wellness for Women and CEO of Dr. Conti Speaks. And so, international best-selling author, TV, radio personality, counselor, and coach. So for those who know me, know that every year I've been dictating in my life, and every Sunday lately I've been doing the ABCs of self-success. Well, I was extremely exhausted on yesterday, and so I decided I wasn't going to do it. Well, I changed my dictation to yesterday. Let me look at my book, but it was something similar to I dictate that I will put my self-care and well-being above every work and everything else that is not an emergency. I dictate that I would put my self-care above and well-being above work and everything else that's not an emergency, because I was fighting with getting on last night, doing the ABCs of self-success. However, I was really enjoying relaxing. My hair was all over my head. I had not put on any makeup all day and wasn't planning to put on any all day. I was still in my pajamas, and it was very cold here in Houston. Some places in Houston it was snowy, it was raining. And I had to give myself permission to be able to just rest and do what's best for me. So I thought, you know what, that's something I'm going to dictate in my life. I'm going to dictate that is what I'm able to do. I give myself permission to do, and it is okay to do. So what are you dictating in your life? Are you speaking positive in your life? Are you speaking negative in your life? Are you saying, I can never get a good relationship. Every relationship I get is, it's difficult or drama. Are you saying, you know what, I can't keep a job. Every job I get, there's an issue. Are you saying, I can't keep money. Every time I get some money, it just goes out of the window. So what are you speaking into your life? So I just want to encourage you to dictate positive, good things in your life. If you have not received or picked up your book or ordered your book, you can do so at drcontespeaks.com. DRCONTE speaks.com. Thank you, Jan. You contacted me and told me you have received your book. Hopefully you have started dictating the life you want in your book. It is time to start writing these things down and speaking them and saying them. So it says, call those things call those things that are not as though they were. And so that's biblical. Call those things that are not as though they were. So you're not going to say, I dictate that I will have. Because if you say I will have, that's still indicating that you do not. And the exercise and the skill and the challenge is to start speaking it into your life now. So you will say, I have Instead of I will do, you would say I do or I am. So you're calling those things that are not as if they were. You want to make sure that you begin each morning by speaking what you're going to say and think for the rest of the day. And then you will say it out loud to yourself, in your head, and even in conversations throughout the day. You will speak only positive, optimistic truths, affirmations, and beliefs into your life about your family, about you first, about your family, about your finances, your career, work, your health, your family's health, and your situation. Whatever that situation is, you start speaking positively about it and start believing and trusting and walking in what you are saying. You have to see whatever it is that you want to be. And sometimes we just don't see it. We don't see it. We don't, so, but how are you going to be what you don't see? So what you can start doing to even see it is start writing it down, speaking it out, visualizing it. And you would be surprised at how life would begin to change. Like I said, when you're ordering certain things, you get certain things. And so the same thing that when I use the scenario about ordering your sandwich and getting what you want back, that's what happens in life. You start speaking it and believing it and trusting it. And guess what? It is going to start coming back to you. So I'm excited for those who are already working on the challenge. Don't worry about the naysayers. We will see what they have to say after all is said and done. And you are not just saying what you may have or want, but you are believing it and you are receiving it. So that's the thing. So now here is the examples. I give some examples and speak boldly about what it is that you are dictating in your life. Hi, Jan. Hi, Conti. Yes, I started dictating my life yesterday. I am on day 11. Great, great, great. So you caught up, and I'm telling everybody else who just purchased the book, and even if you haven't purchased the book, you can still start. Do it on your own. Do it on a notepad. The important thing is to get the practice, to get the skills, to get it done. And so, and for those who, there are some others who just purchased the book, I explained to you today, go ahead, right from day 1 to day 10. Come up with something that you want to dictate in your life and then start fresh on today or tomorrow and keep up with us going forward. So thank you, Jan. I'm so excited for you. And so keep pouring into you. And like I was saying before you popped on, I literally had to just give myself permission yesterday to rest. And I made that my dictation, that it is okay for me to do self-care. And I dictate that I will, not put anything before my self-care and well-being unless it's an emergency. So that, that is something now, in each one of us, each year, this is my one from, like I said, 2019, and I've done it in 2020. Actually, I've done it in 17, 18, 19, and 20. And so a lot of times now I go back and I look at some of the things that I said in 2000, the years prior. Have I accomplished those things? Am I walking in those things? And if I'm not walking in those things, that is something else I might want to continue as I'm writing it in 2021. So that might be, continue to write it in 2021. And so you want to, the good thing about doing this every year, like I said, people start resolutions every year, but you don't keep up resolutions. But the good thing about doing this every year is first of all, you get in the habit of speaking positivity into your life. You also get in the habit of learning to think more positive about you, your situation, your family situation. And then if you've been doing it on a regular basis, you get a chance to look back and see, what is it that I need to continue to do? What is it that I need to do to that I haven't accomplished in times prior. Speaking it, believing it, trusting that it is already done. Exactly. Exactly. Because a lot of times we want it, but sometimes we don't even see us being there. Where do I order the book, or can I buy and pick up? Yes and yes. So you order the book from either Amazon or www.drcontespeaks.com. I'm going to put on here. Are you in Houston, Patricia? Oh yeah, Hernandez. I think you are. You're in Houston, right? So I'm putting on here the website. And so if you purchase the book, and you're picking it up here in Houston, you will get an autographed copy. You will get an autographed copy. So you can purchase it there. You also can, uh-oh, I did something. Let me go back. I popped off. Okay. You also can do a Cash App at TERRELL Conti. And so that's my Cash App. And so, and if you'd like to pick it up, inbox me. Go ahead and pay the Cash App. Inbox me and let me know, and that you want to pick it up, and then I can have it waiting for you at the office. So, earlier today I was talking to a client who was saying that she was just really having a hard time coming up with things that she could pour into her life, or things to say every day new. So I was asking her some simple questions, and so she began to just share some things with me. And of course I won't share what she shared, but whatever it is. For instance, let me give you some examples. If you're having trouble with your children, you want to speak that, my children are behaving well and decent and in order. My children are happy. My children are healed and whole. If you're having trouble with your job, you speak that. I have, my career is excelling to the best it could be, and I'm happy, and everything in my job is working for my advantage and to my advantage. If you're having problems in, your relationship, and whatever it is, and even if you're not having a problem with it, a lot of my stuff that I dictate, they're not things that I'm having a problem with at all. They're things that I want. Like I said, I will travel the world. I will travel the world and see God's world, and enjoy life. All of those things I talked about. I will be known, throughout the world for my good work and the things that I do to help people become their best self. My finances, all of my bank accounts are overflowing. Every account is overflowing. So it doesn't mean, again, that it is what's happening. It is what you are drawing to you. What you are drawing to you. And so you'd be surprised at how many people have such a hard time just speaking and pouring into themselves. But we always want to try to help somebody else. We can't help nobody until we help ourselves. And helping ourselves mean talking positively to you and helping you through things that you may not see. We want to go talk about it to our friends. Girl, I don't have this. I don't have that. Instead of talking about it, pray about it and start pouring back into you. Change how you see things, but what you think fuels how you feel. How you feel fuels the behavior. All of that comes from how you think. Stop putting out there negative things about what you think about yourself, about your family, about your friends, about your life. I catch people all the time. Now that I know, for those who I know are doing the challenge, when I'm talking to you, I called somebody today. We were talking about something, and she said, Well, you know my luck is always bad. Okay, you just spoke bad luck into your life. I said, okay, so you need for tomorrow's dictation and declaration to be that everything comes in my life is blessed. And everything I touch turns to a blessed situation or a great success. So you see how easily it happens even when we don't even realize it. So again, just coming on really quick to encourage you to get your book, www.drcontespeaks.com, or on Amazon. If you're in Houston and you want an autographed copy, go to Cash App me at $Terrell Conti and put in there that it's for your book, and purchase your book, $20, and then I will make sure that you get it to you. That I get it to you. Or if you're in Houston, you want to pick it up, you're absolutely welcome to pick it up. So again, and I'm looking forward to next month too. We're already almost halfway through January, and so you still have 15, 16, 17, 18 or so more days to go to be able to get in the practice of trusting your thoughts, speaking positive things, changing the way you feel about things, rearranging your mindset about things. It's going to be a great thing, and then it carries on. So next month, I still want you speaking positive things in your life. However, yes, next month we will have a different challenge. And so, also after each month, after January, it says your goals and your plans. So what are your goals and your plans? So this again is what I wrote from 2019, because this is the book that I'm teaching out of. This is the actual book that I'm actually redoing right now, my dictations in. Like I said, this is what my new puppy got a hold to my book. But and so even for you, Jan, in the my goals and plans, what are your goals and plans after this month? Mine is to continue to speak, or this is what it was then. Continue to speak into my life. Continue on working on my life dictations and ordering up those things and professing those things that are, I can't even read my own writing, positive and profitable for me. And then I started talking about some other things that I'm going to obtain. And so, and I talked about planning on traveling. That year, I said I planned on traveling and doing a sabbatical every 90 days. Now, let me tell you this. This is a good example. Good, I read this. So, this was in 2019. I dictated that I plan on traveling or doing a sabbatical in every 90 days. So, what I did was I had my assistant to put on my calendar off every 90 days. Even if it was like just that Friday, it was actually that Friday and that Monday every 90 days. So, I would have like a 4-day weekend or vacation, and I would either go somewhere or I'll do a staycation, or I'll just stay home. But it started from me doing this, and so now that is just something I do because I have to again pour back into me. I have to get some rest. I have to refuel, all of that, refresh, all of that. I can't be everything that I am to everybody else on a daily basis if I don't pour back into me. And sometimes we forget that, or we put ourselves last. Or I used to feel guilty. I would feel guilty because I always have a gazillion things to do. So I would feel guilty about resting, about, even like I said yesterday, I was like, oh, you were supposed to do the ABCs of self-success, being consistent. I'm really big on being consistent. But I was enjoying my time and resting, and that's okay, to give myself permission to rest. So guess what? I put that in my dictation for 2021 on yesterday 110, that I will not, going forward, I do not let anything interrupt my self-care unless it's an emergency. And so I will continue to live that now going forward. But when I put in this book in 2019 that I was going to have a sabbatical or trip, a sabbatical or staycation or something every 90 days, I literally went ahead and had my executive assistant Cassandra to put it on my calendar so that I can start doing what I said I was going to do. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it. For those who've been doing it and have started to see a difference in how you feel, in your mindset, the things that are starting to happen around you. You know, I have positive people and friends around me. This is what I'm saying you should dictate. So if you have drama around you, dictate the opposite. Okay? And so then next month, we are going to be talking about relationships. Of course, we know next month is February, which is the love month, and the challenge is relating well with others. And so let each of you look not only to his own interests, but also the interests of others. How well do you relate to others? And so there is going to be an exercise. And if you can see here, I have you putting something on the calendar, and I won't tell you exactly what and why that you'll be doing next month, but it is to build your relationships. Relationships are everything. I happen to believe that relationships are the only thing that is going to transcend past this earth, this side to the next side. So a lot of times we don't have what we want because we don't have the relationships that we need. And so the next chapter and challenge is going to be helping you build those relationships, whether it's personal, whether it's professional. So how well do you relate to others? And so I look forward to that too next month. But in the meantime, we are continuing to pour into you, speaking positive affirmations every day and watching God work in your life, bringing those things to you that you are speaking into existence. So continue to keep dictating the life you want. All right. Love you guys. Share this. Share. Talk to you soon.